Continuing coverage now of that explosion that sent people running for their lives on the west side of Columbus. Tonight, we are getting answers as to what happened after a construction crew hit a gas line on Broad Street. That leak caused a nearby Domino's Pizza restaurant to explode.
Chopper 4 was flying overhead for hours as crews rushed to contain the leak. Amazingly, only one person had injuries, and they were only minor injuries. We have team coverage tonight of the explosion and its aftermath. NBC4's Ted Hart has what we're learning tonight about what's next in the investigation. But we're going to begin with Mark Taylor, who has more on what's happening right now. Mark?
Well, right now we have just about 10 homes that are still without gas tonight as crews are investigating exactly what went wrong. Now, we do know that the gas company Team Fishel was working underground on Broad Street when it hit that gas line. Now, that led to the nearby Domino's restaurant to fill with gas. The people inside able to run to safety before that building exploded. Now, families in nearby homes were told to shelter inside while crews got that fire under control. And by 6 p.m. last night, people were given the all clear that the gas was off and the danger passed. Now, in the aftermath, that gas company released a statement tonight blaming human error for that mistake. As for the remaining homes without power, Columbia Gas hopes to have them back on before 6 p.m. Now, we're told that construction crew that hit the gas line had called the gas company before digging. Now the investigation becomes what went wrong. Colleen and Mike, lots of questions still lingering here.
Yeah, they certainly are. Thank you so much, Mark. Now, the construction company that hit the gas line says it was not properly marked ahead of time. The AltaQuest, the company responsible for locating and marking gas lines, said in a statement that it appears a human error did occur. NBC4's Ted Hart is live now at the scene with more on the investigation and the repairs for us. Ted?
Well, and Colleen, Columbia Gas crews have been working all night and all day to make repairs to the line and to restore service. And we are told just within the last few minutes that they are now about to go door to door to turn residents' gas back on. After the initial shock of what happened, last night, nearby residents wondered why it took so long to get the gas shut off and the fire put out. For more than 2 hours after the initial explosion, the building burned, fed by flames roiling out of cracks in the parking lot. Underground, natural gas was hissing out of a medium-pressure gas line. Columbia Gas crews could have shut down valves to a bunch of feeder lines, but the preferred plan was to dig down and find the plastic main and squeeze it shut.
We had people in place on those valves to turn those valves. As we were ready to execute that plan, we got notification that this had been squeezed off, gas flow had stopped.
Thanks to an annual inspection program, Columbia Gas says it knows where all the valves are and keeps them in working order. In this case, shutting down the valves would have impacted 1,000 to 1,500 customers. Squeezing off the main was faster and impacted fewer than a dozen homes.
Even if we turned the valves until all the gas gets out of the main, it would have still taken some time, and it would have taken time for that to, to dissipate.
But this is actually then does it quicker.
This was quicker.
And from the moment this happened, it appeared to be a case of human error. And it was really just a question of whose human error it was. Columbia Gas says this afternoon that the maps and the records that it provided to its utility locating service, a company called UtiliQuest, were in fact accurate. And UtiliQuest this afternoon has acknowledged that it was their human error. Live on the west side, Ted Hart, NBC4.
All right, thank you so much, Ted. Stay with NBC4. We'll have continuing coverage of the ongoing efforts over there to get the gas back online at NBC4i.com and on air, and we'll bring you the latest updates on the cause and all those cleanup efforts.
A young child